Hi HASfit Mamas, I'm Claudia, and this is a prenatal strength training workout. This workout is great for all 3 trimesters of your pregnancy to include your post-baby recovery process. The only equipment required for today's routine is a pair of dumbbells, and the weight that you choose will be completely dependent upon your fitness level. If you're ready to get started, let's pump it up. All right, so we're going to get started with a warm-up. For our first movement, we're going to do butt kick jacks plus an arm crossover. So we're just swaying from side to side, bringing our heels up to our glutes or as best as you can, kicking our own butts here. And of course, we're alternating which arm goes over top. So just be sure to switch. Right over left, left over right. You can work at your own pace. This is a nice warm-up pace. We're not trying to make any records here. We just want to get the body and the muscles nice and warmed up for what's coming. So we're going to be opening up our chest, warming up our back, shoulders, hamstrings, core, quads, glutes, everything. Getting ready for this workout. Again, nice paced movements here. And the purpose of our warm-up, as I mentioned, is just to get our heart rate up ever so slightly and get some flexibility and mobility going. We'll do this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the next movement we're going to do for our warm-up is a posterior swing. So I'm going to have my feet a little wider than hip width apart. It's really going to depend on the size of your belly and what's comfortable for you. I have my toes ever so slightly pointed out with my knees in the same direction as my toes. So I'm going to take my hands, interlace them, hinge at my hips. My rear end is going to go back towards the wall. As I hinge at a 45-degree angle, use the power of my hips to bring my arms parallel to the ground. This is a posterior swing. It's great for your hamstrings, your glutes, and your entire posterior chain. That's lower back included as well. Keeping my head in line with my spine. Nice neutral spine in addition to, and again, hinging at that 45-degree angle. Getting as many swings as we can in this warm-up. And you may find that you're a little tighter in your hamstrings at first, but as you progress through these posterior swings and get nice and warm, you'll be able to go a little further. So we're going to inhale on the way back, exhale as we drive our hips up. Give just an ever so slightest glute squeeze at the top. Don't squeeze it so hard to where you're hyperextending your lumbar spine. Don't want to do that. Just bring your hips nice and in alignment. We'll do this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Final movement for our warm-up is going to be a quadruped thoracic spine rotation. So down onto the ground. So a quadruped position is anytime you're on all fours. So in this position, we want to make sure that our knees are directly underneath our hips or in line with our hips here, and that our elbows are directly under our shoulders. So we're going to take our right hand behind our head, We're gonna bring that right elbow down to our left wrist as we rotate open. And again, this is going to be warming up your thoracic spine and your back. And it also will, of course, help you with any aches and pains that you may be feeling. And of course, if you're somewhere here and here, as far as your mobility on that movement or on that rotation, that's perfectly fine. Do the best that you can. All right, we're gonna switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, left hand behind your head, left elbow to your right wrist, and rotating. We're gonna exhale as we rotate up and open. So inhale on the way down, exhale. Remembering to employ our breathing techniques here throughout this workout. We're gonna be doing some lifting. Make sure that we're breathing properly, engaging our core and pelvic floor, nice and strong. All right, not much longer on this movement. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, warm up complete. Come up nice and slow onto your feet. For our very first exercise, you're going to need 1 dumbbell. For the first movement, we're going to be doing a suitcase squat. So you really just need 1 dumbbell in your right or left hand to start. So for a squat position, of course, again, you can have it either shoulder width or hip width, up distance apart. I'm gonna go a little wider here. And for the suitcase squat, we're gonna have it in our right hand. And as we come down into the squat, we're gonna break at our hips, keep our head up, chest up, letting the dumbbell come to our side, and exhale as we drive back up. We're gonna do 12 on one side, and we're gonna move into the next exercise. So here we go, 12 on the right side, beginning now. Again, adjusting your squat depth as you need to. You can have your hand either out to the side, on your hip, as you move through this movement. That's 4. And here's 5. Again, breaking at your hips like you're sitting back into a chair. That's 7. Inhale. Exhale, gently lift that pelvic floor. That's 9. 3 more. And last rep right here. 12. Perfect. Now we're going to go down into a half kneeling position. So for half kneeling position, to do it safely, you can either hang on to the dumbbell with both hands. You're going to get down into a half kneeling position. So for half kneeling position, I'm going to have my right knee directly underneath my right hip at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to have my left leg out in front at a 90-degree angle as well. So if you're still hanging onto that dumbbell, great. If not, if you put it down, you can bring it up safely. We're going to be doing a shoulder press. So for this, we're going to have our right arm out at a 90-degree angle. We're just going to press that dumbbell up overhead. Bring it back down to a 90-degree angle, press up, bicep right by our ear for 8 reps. We'll count this one as your first one. So 1, 2, exhale as you push the dumbbell up overhead. 3, 4, this one really engages your core. 3 more. 6, 7 as you push that dumbbell up overhead. Last one, 8. Now we're going to switch sides. So carefully switch dumbbell and whichever leg is in front here. out to the side, arm out to the side for balance, and pressing that dumbbell up overhead, bringing your bicep by your ear. I love half kneeling positions during pregnancy. It's a wonderful way to work your core with non-traditional movements, right? We're used to crunches and planks. And this safely does so without any rotation or forward pressure. That's 6. We have 2 more. 7. Exhale. And 8. Okay, so now we're doing the suitcase squat with the dumbbell on the left side. So you can put your dumbbell down, safely come up. You can squat to pick up. We'll just count that one as an extra rep. So again, getting into our squat position, hand out to your side for balance or on your hip as we break at the hips into a suitcase squat. 1. And this one, I love this particular movement, especially for moms, because you're gonna be picking up those heavy car seats and groceries, and a lot of times it's gonna be off balance on one side, making sure you keep your shoulders nice and square. That's 6. 7. 8. Giving a little squeeze at the top, those glutes. 10. 2 more. 11. Last suitcase squat here. And 12. Perfect. Okay. Back down into the half kneeling position. If you want to drop your dumbbell in front of you as you drop into the half kneeling position, that's perfectly fine. Whatever feels most comfortable and safe for you. Okay, so bringing the dumbbell to a rack position, out to our side for 8 presses. Here we go. 1, 2, inhale, 3, 4, gently lifting that pelvic floor, activating that transverse abdominis. So we press overhead. 6, 2 more. 7, and 8. Switching sides very carefully. Bringing it to a rack position, to our side, and 8 presses on the left. 1, 2. This one's great for your shoulders, your back, your core. 4 more. 5, 6, 7. Last one, mamas. Push. And 8. Excellent job. Starting off our next superset with kickstand deadlifts. We still only need 1 dumbbell, and I'm going to kick my right foot out behind me. So to show you what a kickstand deadlift looks like, I'm going to line up my right toes with my left heel. And for the kickstand deadlift, use a distance that's comfortable to you. If you have a little trouble with balance, you can make it ever so slightly wider, maybe hip distance. I like to keep it shoulder distance here. And it's like a Romanian deadlift. So you're going to move at a 45-degree angle. We're hinging at the hips. We're dropping that dumbbell down as far as we can go, as comfortable, and exhale as we come back up. And a lot of the emphasis is going to be on the stationary leg. The right leg is there for balance. So we're going to do 10 each side, starting now. So again, hinging at the hips, head is in line with our spine. That's 2. You're going to feel a nice big stretch along your hamstrings, up to your glutes, lower back. 4, 5. And we want to keep the dumbbell as close to our body as we can when we're dropping it down. We don't want the dumbbell out in front of us. We really just want to keep it right against our leg if we can. 7, 3 more. 8, 9, and last one on this side, 10. Perfect. Switching sides. So now the right foot comes up, left toes in line with the heel, 10 on this side. Here we go. Hinging at those hips. Get that booty back towards that wall. And of course, the depth in which you can drop this is going to depend a lot on your flexibility, but also on your belly, right? Whatever stage you're at, it's going to dictate your range of motion here. That's 5. 5 more to go. 6. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. And last one. 10. All right, so the next exercise is an upper body movement. I'm gonna drop this heavier dumbbell to the side and grab a lighter pair here. We're going to be doing a standing dumbbell chest fly. Pardon me, and I'll show you what that looks like here for a demo. We're gonna start in a staggered stance. We're gonna have our arms to our side. We're gonna bring them up to about a 45-degree angle, palms facing out. Without using any momentum, we're gonna bring those dumbbells up, squeezing our chest muscles, bringing them to about chin height here, controlling them on the way down. So we don't wanna turn this into a bicep curl. We're gonna have a slight bend in our arms as we draw the dumbbells up, squeezing our chest, controlling them on the way down. We're gonna do 10 chest flies, okay? Starting now. So again, as I mentioned, your pectoral muscles are obviously not as strong as your posterior chain. It's always a good idea to switch up the weights as needed. Nice and controlled. 3. Inhale down. Exhale up. 4. 5. Halfway. Here we go. 5 more. 6. 7. Squeeze those muscles. We focus on those pecs. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. If you feel like you have to use momentum, you might need to reduce your weights. Last one. 10. Excellent. All right. Shaking it out. Switching up your weight. If you had to switch it up like me, as we go back to the kickstand deadlift, again, we only need 1 dumbbell for this particular movement. Again, starting off with my right leg and back for 10 kickstand deadlifts. You can have your arm out to the side or on your hip, wherever it feels comfortable for you and what helps you balance. Let's do it. 1. Just sliding those dumbbells down your quadricep here to about ankle or whatever works for you. That's 4. 5. Head in line with our spine. No hyperextensions here. That's 6. Here we go. 4 more. 7. And 2 more. 9. And last one. 10. Perfect. Switching sides. 10 on this side. Right into it. Exhale up. Inhale down. 3. Strength is so important during pregnancy. Helps us stay nice and strong. Helps you maintain any strength gains that you may have gotten before pregnancy, or it can help you build strength as we're working towards that big day. 3 more. 1. 2. Last one. Right here, we drop it down into that kickstand for 10. All right, shaking those buns and hips out. Switching up our weight for those standing dumbbell chest flies. Just for evening out purposes, maybe it's just in my head, I'm gonna switch whichever leg was out on the staggered row. So now I have my right leg out. Hands, 45-degree angle, flared out to the side, palms facing up. squeeze for 1. Not turning this into a curl. We don't want to have our arms straight as a board. Nice gentle bend in the elbows. 4, 5. Our shoulders nice and retracted. 6, 7, as we focus on squeezing those chest muscles. 8, 2 more. 9, last chest fly. 10, perfect. Our third superset, we still need 2 dumbbells, and we're going into alternating reverse lunge plus curl. So standing shoulder width apart with my hands to my side, we're going to step back into a reverse lunge, and as we do so, we're going to curl. We're going to alternate legs. We're going to do 12 in total, so that is 6 on each leg. Starting now. Curl those pinkies in on the bicep curl. We don't want to have our elbows flare out, so keep them nice and close to your body. That's 4. There's 5. And go back just as much as your flexibility and mobility will allow you to go here on this movement. So if you're not quite getting to the depth that I'm at, that's okay. Do what you can. That's 8, 9, 10. 2 more. Here we go. 11 and 12. Okay, next movement. Shake it out just a little bit, ever so slightly. We're going to do a rear delt raise or rear deltoid raise. So with this one, we're going to be with our feet at shoulder width apart. We're going to hinge at our hips at a 45-degree angle, palms facing us right in front of us. And we're going to keep a slight, ever so slight, bend in those elbows as we raise and control on the way back down. That is a rear deltoid raise. We're going to do 10. Beginning now. We don't want to use any momentum to get those dumbbells up to parallel. So if you feel like you're having to swing, make sure that you drop your weight. This one is working the muscles surrounding your shoulder blades. 6, 7, not much left. 8, 9, last delt raise here. 10, very nice. All right, shake it out, shake your legs out. Anytime you're in that bent over 45-degree hinge position, can really give a little burn in your lower back, even your glutes. That's okay. You're just trying to maintain that posture. And we're going to go back into the alternating reverse lunge plus curl. Right now, step back, 90-degree angle, and curl. That's 1, 2. Trying not to bounce our knee off of the ground. Doing the best that we can to have proper form, nice posture, head up, chest up. Nice work. Keep pumping those bicep curls out. That's 6. Halfway. 7, 8. So inhale, exhale up, inhale down, exhale on the way up. That's 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Okay, I want to have good form, so I'm going to actually reduce my weight here a little bit. Those rear delt raises were a little challenging for me for that weight, so I'm going to reduce my weight again. Again, I want to practice what I preach here. Not use any momentum to get those raises going. Again, bent over. 45-degree angle. A slight bend in those knees. We never want to be at this position, right? Just a nice, gentle 45-degree angle here. Arms in front of us, palms facing us as we keep our shoulders nice and retracted and raise. 1, 2 for 10 repetitions. 3, 4. Exhale up. 6. 3 more delt raises, mamas. Let's go. Trying to get those shoulders nice and strong for all that baby carrying we're about to do. Last one right here. And 10. Excellent work. Our next superset is going to be a combination of 2 different movements for our arms. So I'm going to just slightly increase my weight here. And they're both going to be in the bent over position, okay? So again, like we did for the rear delt raise, we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart or hip width, whichever feels most comfortable and natural to you. Slight bend in our knees as we bend over at a 45-degree angle, making sure that our head is in line with our spine, as always. So take a look at me as I show you the movement that we're going to move into. It is a bent over row. So palms facing inward, pulling back with our elbows and squeezing our shoulder blades like someone has a finger that we're trying to squeeze in between our shoulder blades. Again, we're using our elbows to bring the weight up and not our hands. Bent over row, we're going to do 10 of those starting now. So again, really working on our backs. All those posterior muscles back there are going to be so important when we're holding babies, breastfeeding, bottle feeding. It's so important we don't want to get any hunchback or any type of rounding of those muscles. 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're going to come back to that hinge position. I'm going to let you shake it out because I know we just did some rear delt raises a minute ago. Next exercise in the superset is going to be a tricep kickback. So I'll show you what that one looks like as well. Same position, bent over, 45-degree angle. Elbows up as we kick back for 10. And that's it, hinging just at your elbows, not using any momentum, control going up, control on the way down. 10 kickbacks, here we go, and begin. 1, 2, exhale. 4, 5 more. 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. All right, shake it out. Shake out those shoulders, roll them up and back. Those arms, you know they're probably on fire right now because I know mine are. Okay, we're gonna start that same superset of bent over row plus tricep kickback here in about 5 seconds. So getting into position, bent over, bent over rows for 10. 1, 2, control up, control down. 3, 4, squeezing that back. 6, 7, inhale down, exhale up. 9 and 10. All right, elbows up for the tricep kickbacks, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on mamas, we're almost there. 5, 6, 4 more. 7, 8, 2 more. 9 and 10. Oh, excellent work. For our 5th and final superset, we are down on the ground in the quadruped position for all 3 exercises. So this one's going to go a little fast as well. So getting down safely, bending at a 90-degree angle to the half kneeling and down into the quadruped position. So for the very first movement, of course, making sure that our elbows are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips so that we're in proper alignment here with the tabletop back. we're gonna do a bird dog. We're gonna do all one side. So I'm gonna take my right fist, again, keeping my shoulders nice and square, my right fist to my left knee, and I'm gonna simultaneously punch out in front of me and kick back my left leg. And we're going to do 8 repetitions on either side. So again, for the bird dog, just for demonstration, bringing my right fist to my left knee, simultaneously kicking out leg and punching forward with my right fist. And on the kick out, you want to kick out with your heels, keeping a nice square back, making sure not to rotate your pelvis or your back, okay? Like you're balancing something. We're gonna do 8 on either side. So inhale. Exhale as you kick and punch. 2. This one is great for your back, your glutes. Again, all the things that tend to hurt and ache as we get bigger. 6, 2 more. 7, last one, and 8. Perfect. In this quadruped position, the next movement is going to be a fire hydrant. So again, keeping a nice tabletop back, we're going to bring our right knee at this 90-degree angle out to the side, parallel to the ground for fire hydrants, okay? And with the fire hydrant, again, we want to make sure that we're not rotating as we lift our legs. So we're going to do 10 of these, keeping our hips and our pelvis nice and stable. So if that means that you can only get to here without having to rotate, that's fine. Do what you can. That's 5. 6. 7. Exhale as you lift that leg. 8. 9. And 10. Leave your leg up here because we're going to do 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fire hydrant pulses. Woo! Switching sides. Taking the left fist to the right knee into a bird dog. 8 on this side. Punching forward. 3. You notice how I'm not hyperextending my leg. 4. Just kicking straight back like I'm trying to kick through this wall. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. All right, left side. Fire hydrants. Here we go. 10. 1. Exhale. 2. 3. 4. Trying to keep a nice tabletop back and hips. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Keep your leg up. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right. Sit back. We have one more round of that to go. Shake it out. Shake those buns out. Whatever's aching on you right now. It's probably your backside for sure. All right, we're going to start that last superset. One more time around here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, right fist, left knee. 1. Exhale. Punch forward. Really engage that lat, which is that big muscle right here. Runs along your back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Fire hydrants on the right side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Focus on that breathing. 2 more. 9, 10. Leave that leg up here for pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Slight pause. Now we're going to do opposite side. Here we go. Bird dogs. 1, 2, tabletop back. Like you're trying to punch forward and kick directly behind you. 5, 3 more. 6, 7, 8, perfect. 10 fire hydrants, here we go. 1, bringing it to a 90-degree angle. Trying our best not to rotate those hips. I'm not perfect. You may see a little rotation out of me, just doing the best that I can. 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave it up here. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's it. You're done. Excellent strength workout with me today. Awesome. Wonderful. Stay here because we're going to go straight into our cool down and we're going to get back into that all fours position. But your shoulders probably need a little bit of a, of a break here. So give them a little shake before we move into the cool down. Our very first movement, is going to be the cat-cow position. So we did a lot of work today, as I mentioned, on your back and posterior chain. Here we go with our cool down. So for a cat-cow, again, starting with the tabletop back. Whew, catch my breath. We're going to pretend like there is a string in the middle of our back. Right now I have my head in a nice neutral position with my spine. We are going to bring the middle of our back straight up towards the sky. And then we're going to exhale as we rotate our pelvis outwards. Bring our spine and our abs down towards the ground, head looking up. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Tilt your pelvis in, round that back. Really stretch those shoulders. Imagine that those shoulder blades are being pulled away from your spine. Now we're going to work in the opposite direction. Exhale as we, again, rotate our pelvis out. Abs go in, down towards the ground, head up. And one last one. Inhale as we move in the opposite direction. Stretching out that back, those shoulders, your neck. And last one, exhale. So you drop those abs towards the ground, feeling a nice, good stretch. All right, next movement is going to be a figure 4. So let me show you how to roll onto our backs safely. So going to get into, looks like a 90-90 pose, but not quite, right? Because we're going to keep moving down onto our side, whatever side, your right or your left side, and then you're going to roll onto your back. So I'm at 25 weeks pregnant today. I started doing this. This is really, getting down this way is really just to release any abdominal pressure. Anytime you're moving in workouts, getting out of bed, that's exactly how you should be doing so. Okay, so from this position on your back, making sure that your lower back is nice and into the ground, you're going to bring your right leg, right ankle across your left knee, and just give your right knee a gentle push as we open up those hips. Take a couple of big deep breaths in this position. Filling up our rib cage, our belly, our pelvic floor with that nice breath. And exhale. One more time. Filling our trunk with all that fresh air and exhale. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to reach through, and as you reach through, make sure that you exhale to safely release all of that abdominal pressure. And I want you to grab the back of your left knee and just stay in this position. Notice that my head is up here, my shoulder blades are off the ground. If you have more flexibility and you can do it from a flat position, either one would work fine. We're really just wanting to stretch out your hamstring, back of your legs, Feel a nice, good stretch, especially if we're experiencing any sciatica with this pregnancy, which we have the tendency to do because we're lying on one side most of the time. And release. Exhale as you drop your leg. Come back down to the ground. And we're going to switch legs. So left leg over your right knee. Gentle push. Big cleansing breath. Inhale. And exhale. Just taking a moment to be very proud of ourselves for getting the strength routine in. It's hard enough to get a workout in, but it's even harder when you're pregnant. You're tired, you've been at work all day, or you've been with your children all day and you just want to take a rest. But this is such an awesome investment into you and into your baby. So many awesome benefits. Okay, reach through. Exhale. You should bring your leg up. Grab the back of that right knee. Just stay in this position. You can really feel the stretch along your sciatic nerve. Feels really nice. A couple big deep breaths in this position. Taking a moment to just feel, again, proud of the investment that you're putting in to the health of you and your baby. Helps us control blood pressure, gestational diabetes, or just keeps diabetes away. So good, so many health benefits. And exhale as you release down. Okay, now I'm going to roll over to my side so we can get up. So again, rolling over to one side and pressing to get yourself up into what is now a crisscross applesauce position, as my 3-year-old says. So in this position, you can be here. You can, be relaxed in this state. If you can't really cross your legs as well, that's okay. We're working on mobility, right? So we're just going to do a chest opener. So from here, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and gently pull. Those chest flies probably did a number on your chest. So again, just staying in this chest opener position. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Feeling good. You can sway from side to side. Whatever feels good to you. Gets that chest and even your shoulder, your anterior deltoids up here, nice and stretched. Now we're going to do a posterior shoulder stretch. So go into your posterior shoulder stretch. You can bring your right arm right across your chest here, making sure that your shoulders are nice and level. You don't want to be twisted to one side. Just a nice gentle tug. Stretching out that posterior deltoid that got some work today. Feeling nice and good. All right. Switching sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it across to the other side. And you are almost done. Just a nice big stretch on this side. Few big deep breaths, filling up that belly. Exhale as you gently activate that transverse abdominis one more time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Workout complete. You can stay where you are. I'm going to stand up. So again, for me, standing up, 90-90 position, up onto my knees, and I'm up safely. So I want to thank you for joining me in this workout today. You can check out this routine as well as our complete prenatal program on our app, HASfit, as well as HASfit.com. Also, please don't forget to like this video and follow us on your favorite social media channel. I'm Claudia, and I'll see you at your next workout.